Hello, good evening. Good evening and welcome to Peny Radio. This is doing the listening. We welcome you to this precious show. Good evening. The counselor is here with us. Thank you.
You live on Peny Radio, your number one online Christian radio station. Peny Radio, hope for the hopeless.
Alright, so if you're now joining us, this is Peny Radio. And we live this evening on Facebook, we live on PenyGH. On YouTube, it is PenyGH. We also live on our website, PenyGH.com. Wherever you're doing the listening, kindly share this video for someone to join. So it is time with the counselor, and wherever you are, a friend. So this is the maiden edition of this program, and we live on our website, so you can also join us with the link. And in a very short while, I'll be introducing the counselor for the day. So as we do always, I'll give you the chance to share the link for someone to join us. As I loop in one song for you to share for a friend, for a brother, that the counselor is live. All right, so it is another good evening to you from the studios of Peny Radio, and this is Time with the Counselor. This is the maiden edition, and today we have a wonderful man here, a wonderful gentleman here, who is going to help us understand some few things about life. And for those who have seen the flyers around, for those who have already joined us on Facebook and on YouTube, you know what we're discussing today. For those who are doing the listening on radio, it is anger management. So today we want to look at how you and I can manage our anger. And we have a wonderful gentleman here who is going to help us in today's discussion. And so, good evening and welcome, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
All right. So this is Counsellor Tony, but then I'll let him give us his full name and a bit of information about himself, since he is the host for this program. I'm just sitting in for him today. So you're welcome. Counsellor, can we know a bit about you? A bit of some background information about you. Who is Counsellor Tony?
Okay, so Counsellor Tony is with the full name Anthony Kwame Gliga. Yeah, I have 2 children and 1 wife.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm a Christian. I also work with a hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I think that's all that I would want to say about
Sure.
myself.
I love the fact that you said you have 1 wife.
Yeah.
and two beautiful children. Yeah, that's wonderful. And today being the first program, we just want to kick it off with the topic for today.
Yeah.
Anger management.
Yeah.
I find this topic interesting because anger can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Anger can do a lot of
Yeah.
things.
You know, anger is not friendly. Yeah. And it's not funny to be angry. It's not funny to be angry because it is an emotional attachment or an emotional effect that intensify from mild irritation to very anger, you know, and the reaction that follows when one is angry could either be negative or positive. If it's not well managed, as a matter of fact, you may not like where you find yourself. There are many people who are in jail because they were not able to control their anger. Certain relationship that actually was supposed to end up either in marriage or some kind of, you know, good outcome because of anger. It ended or aborted, you know, prematurely.
Wow.
So it is important for us to learn how to manage anger.
Okay.
How to at least control ourselves when we are angry. It's not friendly. It's not funny. It's not something that someone will. You should just say, as for me, I could get angry at any time.
Yeah, I hear that a lot of. As for me, when I'm angry, it's bad.
It's bad.
No one can control me.
No. Then you need to have control over your spirit.
Okay.
You need to have control over yourself.
Okay.
You need to have control over your emotions. In fact, you need to master your anger.
Okay.
You understand? So that so you don't lose any opportunity.
Okay.
Because people lose opportunities because of
anger.
You know, people are supposed to get to some level in life, but because they could not control their anger, they end up losing them.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And you know, anger also affects us psychologically.
Okay.
It affects us emotionally. In fact, it has some physiological and biological effect on us.
Okay.
So if you are not able to control it, in fact, you end up suffering some health conditions.
Wow.
Yes. And some of these includes increase in heart rate. You know?
Okay.
Yes. Because you have some hormones which, in fact, when you are angry, they get irritated.
Okay.
Yes, they also get irritated. They don't act normal. Yes. So you have your heart beating,
Wow.
beating,
Wow.
beating. You also have blood pressure.
All right.
Yes, when you are angry.
And that thing is common in Ghana. Heart pressure, that high
level of.
Yeah.
So if you are not able to control your anger, just when you are angry, maybe you need to get the instrument that is used in measuring your blood pressure.
Okay.
So that anytime you are angry,
you just check.
You just check. Then anytime you are happy, you just check. So you make your preference.
All right.
As to whether it's okay to be angry
or not.
Wow.
So does that mean that there's no, say, good side to anger?
There are good sides.
Good sides to anger.
Yes, there are good sides to anger.
Wow.
Because you could get angry to get things done right. Yes, you could get angry to get things done right.
All right.
Because if you always accommodate, you always accept anything bad could come your way.
Oh, I get it.
So if you're able to analyze or understand what makes you angry and why you should not be angry, then your anger now will be defined whether it results in good or bad.
Oh, all right. Okay. So there should be some level of tolerance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So you compromise. You understand?
Sure.
You tolerate. You accept, but it should be on a good ground.
All right.
Not the kind of anger that by the time you realize,
you've broken things.
Yes. And your children are watching.
Exactly.
Your children are watching. You may say, oh, by their age, they will not understand. But they understand.
They learn quickly.
Yes.
Children are very fast learners.
I'm telling you. You know, at a meeting, this woman collapsed. She collapsed because she was angry.
Wow.
And it resulted in stroke. And it's one of those health conditions, those health issues, and why you should not get angry. Why you should master self-control when you are angry. So this evening, I want us to just point at 3 techniques.
All right.
3 techniques. So that as human beings, you can do away with anger. Yes. There are things that will definitely irritate you.
Oh, okay.
But you should have control over them. So one of what I want to leave with our listeners and our viewers is express your anger.
All right. So you shouldn't suppress it when it comes. You need to
express it.
Okay.
Expressing it will simply mean be assertive.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Let whoever made you angry know that you were not happy about, not in the heat of, that's why I said you were not.
You were not.
So when the situation calms down, you have to now talk about it.
Okay.
That my brother, this action of yours, in fact, did not go down well with me.
me.
Yes.
All right.
And if you could have gone this way, if you should have done it this way, I think
It would have helped.
yes,
Okay.
rather than bottling it.
Okay. Okay. Balance. Yeah, we do hear those things. Balance.
Yeah,
And it will
but
be
you see,
killing you.
You need to swim at a point in time. Yeah, it's so pay muka.
Sure.
It's so pay muka.
Sure.
Oh, so that you don't keep the anger and the hate inside.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and one of what I wanted to mention is what you just mentioned, suppress. You need to manage to suppress your anger. Yes. You deliberately suppress it.
Okay.
Because you will need that time to rethink.
To be able to talk about it.
Exactly.
And talk deeply about it.
Exactly. And as you talk about it, as you meet the one who made you angry, as you talk about it to the person, in fact, the person will begin to feel bad. Yes, the person will not realize him or herself that, oh no. And the person will render a sincere apology.
Sure. Because by that time it will be coming from the heart.
Yes, and the hormones that, rises to defend the wrong will now realize that, oh no, you weren't right.
Sure.
Right. And when we do that, relationship and friendship will continue.
Becomes better.
Yes.
Because from that point, you are talking as a brother or as a friend.
Exactly. So number one, express it. Be assertive about it.
Okay.
Just be assertive about it. And be sincere about it. You understand? Not because you are right. So you want to make it. No.
That's one of the things. Once I'm right, I need to know for this ninja manenka. I don't know what I'm nice. So he's the one who has hurt me. So why should I? No. I'll let everyone know that he is wrong. I'm right.
So you are right. Number three, be calm.
Be calm.
Be calm. Yes. Okay. Be calm. You are right. So just be calm.
Wow.
Don't scream.
Okay.
Screaming will not make it right. Screaming will not even allow the person to hear what you are saying. There are people, when they get angry, they scream.
Yeah.
They shout.
Yeah, a lot.
As if when you are angry, your ears go deaf. No.
They don't.
It doesn't. You understand?
Yeah.
So why can't you talk calmly? Talk clearly. Take your time. Listen to what you are saying.
Okay.
Make sure the person can also hear what you are saying.
Wow.
And the person should also, know that he or she is not deaf.
Okay.
It's just that he or she is angry.
It's angry.
So we don't shout because we are angry.
Okay.
When you're in the house and you are angry, everybody can hear you, And sometimes people will use you as their wall clock or alarm, because they know that around this time, this husband will be angry and he will start shouting. So wow. You see, it's important to be calm when you are angry.
Be calm.
Yes.
All right.
In the process of calmness, now you have time again to think. To think. Suppressing simply means to rethink.
Rethink, sure.
About the issue. Okay. Not that you don't have anything to say, but in the heat of the moment, whatever you say might not make it right.
It might not even make sense.
You know that thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just be calm
Be calm.
and think.
Be calm and think.
When you do this, in fact, your adrenals, your adrenal glands, are now in good shape. People around you, would then respect you. They'll be expecting that this person should be angry about this.
But it's keeping composure.
Yes. So you can't, you keep that calm composure. Just look on. Sometimes you see, when you look at people who make you angry, you just stare at them calmly. At a point, they realize they are fool.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So sometimes you have the opportunity to tell people that they are fool, even when you don't say anything.
No words at all.
Yes, because you didn't get angry.
Wow. So let's on that note, let's go for this quick break.
Yes.
And when we come back, we'll continue with today's discussion. This is Time with the Counselor. We'll be back after this short break. All right, so if you're not joining us, this is Peny Radio, and this is the Time with the Counselor. And today we're talking anger management. How you'll be able to control your anger, how you'll be able to manage your anger. Is anger a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Are there consequences? This and so many others to discuss. Join us today and each and every Friday at 7 p.m. on Time with the Counselor. With Counsellor Tony. So, Counselor, we were talking about anger, and it's getting interesting, and time is running out. So I'm sure to deal with this, we'll have a part 2 of this discussion. Okay. Yes, but then let's continue.
Right.
Let's continue.
Right. And one of what we should do in order to control or suppress the fight and flight hormones, to control anger or to manage anger, is to exercise.
Exercise.
Yes, work out. Like, the modern word
Workout.
work out.
Some people don't like it.
Yeah.
Some people don't really
like working out.
Yeah.
So now where if you understand what you are doing, or you know what you want, then you go all out to do the things you do.
Even if it feels uncomfortable.
Exactly. So if you don't know the emotional or the mood benefits of working out or physical exercise, then you have the cause to even sleep when you have to.
I get you.
Yes, yes. So it's very important for us to also add some physical exercise.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because when we exercise, our stress hormones, gets balance,
Okay.
and at every given point in time, those hormones are more excited.
All right.
Yes, they are very excited. They have so many reasons to smile over so many things,
Wow.
even when it's irritating.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's important. Just hit the gym.
Okay.
15 minutes. I know someone will say, oh, it's even the same gymming and the same that has, caused people's death and others have stroke. And no, know your limit. Just know your limit.
All right.
Know your limit.
Okay.
So you don't go for 25 kilos when you are supposed to carry 10 kilos.
Sure.
Yeah.
Self-identity is key.
Yeah. You can go for walk.
Okay.
You understand? Some bricks walk.
Sure.
To get
At least the simple ones.
the simple ones. Yeah. Some jogging, not 100 meters, 500 meters. No.
Okay.
Join the Keep Fit Club in your area.
Okay.
If there is one. If there is none, at least you and your family.
Sure.
Every Saturday or at your leisure time, you can
Do some walk.
Yes, you can do some skipping.
All right.
When you do this, it will also help, balance those hormones that
All right.
go under that stress.
Okay. So, talking about managing stress, we mentioned that you need to express it.
Yeah.
You need to express it, and at the point you also mentioned that you need to know yourself when it comes to exercising. Is it not same with just your anger of tolerance when it comes to anger, that you need to know yourself that this is how instead of telling people that as for me this is how I behave when I'm angry, I'm out there, no one can control me. Isn't it right that once you know that this is how you are, you understand that this is how you are, you find peace with yourself, accept who you are, and then use it in a positive way to control that anger that you want people to know about anytime you feel it.
Fantastic. So it's important. Now you know yourself. You know the things that makes you angry. You know the things that make you angry. So you don't entertain them.
Okay.
Okay. If you know those things, you don't get close to them.
You see
Because you
fire,
must
you still
live.
want to push your hand in.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are people who don't know you for that.
Exactly.
Learn to tolerate them.
Okay.
Learn to tolerate them. With time, they will know.
Okay. With time.
Yes. With time, they will know these are the things that makes this person angry.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
There are people, if they don't get their preferred food, they get angry. So I really don't want us to dive into marriage, because people conclude that, if it's about counseling, then it's about marriage.
It's about exactly that's what people.
But it goes beyond that. There are people, in fact, if they don't get their way, they get angry.
Okay.
But they don't know that you can't always get your way.
Exactly. You can't win all the time.
Yes.
You can't.
So you identify yourself. You know the things that makes you angry.
Okay.
You don't entertain those things.
Okay.
You don't pretend to like those things.
Okay.
However, there are others who don't know you for that.
True.
So doesn't mean all the time as for you this with your family so
you end up hurting everyone.
I'm telling
that
you,
is close to
you lose every friendship, and by the time you realize you stand alone.
Wow.
And I remember this one reggae song that says that no one is an island, no one is alone.
Sure.
You understand?
True.
So no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
True.
I remember recently my boss made a statement. She said that if you want to win all arguments, you lose all friends.
True. True. And this is practical, so practical.
And it's in the book of Proverbs.
So practical.
If you want to win every argument, you lose many friends.
Wow.
And you can't push yourself up all alone. You need those
someone
people
to push you.
and those who hurt us most are those who are closer to us. And those closer to us are those who also determine where we are going to.
Exactly.
Or where we will be. So you learn to tolerate them. You learn to accept them. Listen to me. You are not always right. You also offend others. And they still keep you in their circle. So as for you, just when people offend you, you get them off your ship. You get them off your ship. You get them off your ship. One of these days, you will be alone in the ship. And you will sink alone.
True.
Because of anger. Families can't visit. Friends can't visit. Even your own siblings can't even visit you. Because they know that as for you.
There's always fire.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important to know how to at least manage your anger because of some of these things that you've outlined.
That's
and it makes it, it makes it so difficult for people to even approach you when they identify some of these things about you, and they know that you intentionally don't want to do anything about it. So anytime people are around you, they don't feel comfortable. Some might not tell you. Some
will just withdraw.
Exactly.
Don't just withdraw.
And you lose so many precious things.
I'm telling you, many opportunities. Someone wish he or she is out of prison today to rewrite his or her story because of little anger. You understand? If I nearly said something. You see, there are break up even in the churches because of anger.
Anger, exactly.
Either the head pastor couldn't control his or her anger, or deacon could not, or prayer warrior could not, or usher could not. You understand?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we are social beings. We need ourselves.
Exactly.
We need ourselves. The best could come out from us if we are able to control our anger.
Exactly. And there are times the people we think hurt us don't even know they've hurt us.
Fantastic.
They don't
know.
Yeah.
You see, our individual differences should also come to play when it comes to these personalities. There are people who don't know their actions are even irritating. So as for you, you are always analyzing people's action.
And you'll be hurting. They don't know, so you're the one who feels the pain.
Easy going. All the time they are flowing.
Interesting.
and you are there and all the time, and then this person listen to what he said, listen to what she said, look at the way, I mean, no. One of these days you collapse and, by the time you recover one part of your...
Oh my God. So if you're not joining us, this is a time with the counselor, and today we're here with Counsellor Tony. Today is the maiden one. This is the maiden edition of this program, and we will always be live on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio, Peny Radio, 7 p.m. each and every Friday. Today we're talking anger management, how you can control your anger, and why is it so important to even control your anger. We've said a lot, and today our time is up, but then we're going to have a part 2 of this program, but we want Counsellor to wrap up on today's session so that we can pick up from where we will live next week. So, Counsellor.
Thank you again. So I want to tell someone, our viewers, our listeners, we should do ourselves some favor by controlling our anger. Let's not shout because we are angry. Because whoever we are angry at is not deaf. The person can hear. So speak calmly.
Wow.
Learn to be assertive.
Okay.
Not because you are right, but because you want to keep that relationship. Accept your faults and be ready to apologize so the friendship can continue. Wow. No one is an island. And no one is alone.
Wow. No one is an island, and no one is alone. So this is it, anger management. Today, we're bringing you the part 1 of anger management. You'll come your way next week with the part 2 of this topic. How you can manage your anger. Today, we've looked at some important areas, some important reasons why you should manage your anger. One is that you don't break that wonderful relationship that you're having around you. And so we will come back next week, but then let's pick some few comments. This is coming from Lawrence Nketia. Lawrence Nketia says, doing a good job, Prof.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence. Okay, let me pick this one from WhatsApp. All right, so Gideon, you said, I'm listening to you live from the mobile app, and it's a great topic, anger management. Keep it up. Thank you, Gideon. All right, so this one also says, when you're able to control your anger, you set yourself free from so many things. Thank you, team, for such a wonderful topic. Thank you, too. Next time, add your name. All right, so this is the first edition of Time with the Counselor, and today we dealt with how to manage anger. This is the first part. We'll come your way next week with part 2 of this topic. So call a friend, call a brother, tell them that each and every Friday at 7 p.m. we'll be live on Peny Radio. Time with the Counselor. Time with Counsellor Tony. So, Counsellor, your final words before we leave.
All right. So thanks to my mates in Clintops. In fact, they've made me proud. They are actually listening.
Okay.
Yes, and then thanks to my wife. Yes,
It's important.
Yes, yes. And my 2 children. I know today they don't know what I'm doing,
Sure.
but videos will live to
Sure.
tell them what I'm doing
Sure.
or what I have done.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
And then thanks to you too for the opportunity, and thanks to all our listeners. Let's control our anger because we need to live
Sure.
and live another day.
Let's control our anger because we need to live. Don't just exist, you need to live. So this is where we end it all for today. It's time with the counselor each and every Friday at 7 p.m. live on Peny Radio. We're live on Facebook, on YouTube. It's PenyGH, on our website, PenyGH.com. Join us. Don't forget to share. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, PenyGH. Share the video for someone to be blessed. We'll be back same time next week, Friday. Have a good night.
Peny Radio.